Hello. Hello again. Oh, and that's Taka. That's my gifted guitar. Someone gifted that to me. It's a bit too big for my liking and the style that I'm learning. I'm teaching myself finger style. And I also read music given my background in music. So I'm just learning stuff I'm doing when I just I'm used to practicing music for hours on end. But given my current situation, the first thing I do, I touch her, play maybe 5 minutes, set her down, get dinner ready, play her again for another 5 minutes, set her down, get dinner ready, eat dinner, goof off on online, chill out, relax, goof off on online, meditate, hop in the shower, go to sleep, or do some studying. Anyway, I want to talk about projection and projections, I should say. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with an energy management system called human design. Like astrology, it's just another energy blueprint, like crystals, Reiki, essential oils, or acupuncture, massage therapy, yoga. All of these different modalities can help you maintain your energy. This is critical and crucial for all human beings, not just empaths, not just atheists, not just witches and warlocks and whoever, whatever you call yourself, Christians, Muslims, Jews, pagan, doesn't matter. Energy management is crucial. Have your practice, have your ritual of reading your Bible, have your ritual of sitting in silence, have your ritual of burning a candle when you get home to burn off that excessive energy that does not belong to you. Have your ritual of giving thanks to your Jesus or your Allah, whoever you call on to, your entity. Energy management is crucial and it's imperative, especially in these times. And yes, I know about the election. I mean, selection. I'm not even gonna make a video on the politics. I'm not. I don't see. I think I've made enough commentary about it. Not too many videos, but at this point, everything's already set in stone. This has already been planned. You see, so you have eyes to see, ears to hear. You'll get it. Otherwise, whoop, it goes over your head, and you're crying, staring at your big screen on Trump winning or Kamala losing. People are crying. I don't get it, but whatever. You gotta understand the Patriots. You gotta understand the game. But anyway, I say all that to say this: energy management. Yes, projections. What's the connection between energy management and projection? So, in human design, you have the manifestors, you have the generators, you have manifestor generators, you have projectors, and then you have reflectors. I think reflectors are probably the smallest percentage in the entire human population. I am what they would call a projector. So I'll give a brief description a little bit so you understand what I'm talking about and the importance of what I'm saying. So manifestors, they have the capacity to build new realities. They can take and formulate brilliant ideas and manifest them into the physical. They harness a lot of energy. However, with each description, they all have weaknesses, right? But I'm gonna just focus on the strengths. Then generators. The most of the human populace are made up of generators. Generators are just the builders. Okay, manifestors are like the CEO. Okay, the generators are like the people in the factory doing the manufacturing. They're putting in the grunt work. They're putting in the blood, sweat, and tears, building things, putting in that physical effort to make it work. Most humans on this planet are generators. They have a boundless energy. The energy just keeps generating. That's why they're called generators. They just generate and generate and generate and generate and generate and generate and generate. They can keep going for long periods of time. I cannot. For example, my dad's been manufacturing for almost close to 3 decades, maybe a little under. And he, it's long hours, 12-hour shifts, and he generates that 12-hour shifts can't, no, nope. Then you have manifestor generators, so people who can take an idea and then they also have the energy to build it. Like these are like self-employed business owners. Okay, they run their own little thing, one man band type of thing, and they're successful at it and they're really good. They don't run out of energy. Manifestors and manifestor generators do not run out of energy very easily. They have that capacity to keep going. Projectors are of a different breed. We have to plug into our environment to harness energy. Okay? We burn out easily. We can't go, 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 go. And many projectors they take on the role of generators because that is the general makeup of the general public. Generators are everywhere. And so that's how the employment system's set up. That's how society is set up. It's just everyone build, 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 right? You have the small percentage at the top making all this money, and then a lot of people at the bottom putting all the work in for them to enjoy the money, right? The abundance that comes from their big ideas. From the little people, all the little people who put in that energy, blood, sweat, and tears to making things come together. Projectors will act like generators and they end up getting burned out, right? From their careers, they end up not very bitter and resentful because they're putting in all this effort that's not being recognized. It's not fitting for them. And so as a projector, when I took the little analysis on the website, I became a lot more aware of my own capacity for energy, how much energy. And one thing I've noticed is people love to plug into me. I always thought it was just I'm putting energy into other people. People like to plug into me. It goes both ways in a very specific way. And I notice when I have really long conversations with people, there's a plug-in somewhere. And and it's not a bad thing. Usually it's most, if anything, when there's plugins, when people plug into me or I'm plugging into them, it's always a really wonderful, positive experience. And my discernment has gotten a lot stronger over the years as well, which I can't complain. But yeah, I've noticed with energy management, I need a lot of time to recover. I don't bounce back very well. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke anything. The only thing I burn are my incense, and I try to keep the window open. Um, I don't drink caffeine. Everything's herbal. I'm cutting out sugary drinks and juices. Um, and with that whole experiment, like I'm not even juicing anymore. I'm not making any smoothies. I just want to drink water. Keep it super basic, and I don't care how boring that is for people. Who cares? Glucose, the wrong sugars age you, and they mess you up. And so, and I just feel an intuitive pull to get away from sugary drinks. So, yeah, harnessing energy is something that I have to do very unique practices in my life to restore my energy. But when I release that harnessed energy, it's focused. And with focused energy, you can do a lot with. You can have a huge impact where there's like a ripple effect. When that harnessed energy is released in the wrong environment, in the wrong relationship, or in the wrong career path, or in the wrong spiritual practice even, it can really thwart a projector. It can thwart a human being. And listen, I'm not trying to promote human design. I haven't financially invested in it. I thought about getting an energy reading because I don't usually do energy readings with people. I do that maybe. When's the last time I did one? I usually do it for myself, but once I think every 3 to 5 years, you're not supposed to get it very often, at all, because it's not meant. People end up abusing it and comparing, and they stop living in the present, right? Either live in the past or they live in the future, and that can throw you off your purpose. But yeah, I say all this, because projecting, when people project and they dump their shit on you, they take an energy shit on you. And excuse my French, if people, I try to keep this PG-13. I really do. Um, but when people take an energy shit on you, meaning your mind, like they try to mind fuck you, they try to like thwart you, right? Keep you confused. Because when you're confused, it's easy to control confusion. You can manipulate more. When you create confusion, you can manipulate. Yeah. Um, but when there's clarity, you can't control shit, right? So I felt it's important because we're constantly being projected. I'm actually projecting a certain part of myself as well, right? I'm projecting, you know, this downloading this information or this wisdom or energy, or it could be complete BS to you. I don't know. Don't really care, right? um, but we're all like reflecting off of each other. I forgot what the reflectors are called or what they're meant, but they're very, very rare. I don't know. You can look it up, right? But yeah, and it's all about finding and simplifying how you manage yourself. Oop. How you manage yourself, how you manage your energy. I will say, as someone who's been alone a lot, like I've had great stretches of solitude in my life. Um, One thing I've noticed is the less human interaction you have, the more you the less you have to do a lot of energy management. The more you're, which is common sense, the more you're around a lot of people, you have to do a lot of clearing and a lot of management on a daily basis, especially if you are a sensitive, actively, like your parts of your consciousness are activated in a way where you're picking up on things, on the subtleties of life. Let's just keep it simple, okay? And so, yeah, those are just some, food for thought, food for the heart. Digest it or spit it out. It's up to you. Again, like, me with this channel, I am like, this is not, I'm not, this isn't like a grandiose, like, show and tell. Okay. I don't have a fancy camera. I don't feel like I need it really. As long as you can hear me and you can see me clearly, we're good. We're Gucci. We're fine. So may this message find you well and whole. Have a wonderful Friday night. And yeah. Yeah, I'm very I underestimate my sensitivities because I tell myself I need to do this work. I need to get it done. So I have to push off my need for rest. I have to push off my need to just not do anything. And I'm constantly finding myself doing things and I just need to not do anything. And that's hard. It's hard when you're surrounded by generators. People who just have an infinite amount of energy to just get shit done all the time, anytime, whenever, with whoever, however. And I don't operate like that. I need time to rest and rejuvenate, and then with that harnessed energy when it's released, woo, boy is it felt. Boy is it felt. And I'm talking about good energy. I'm not talking about harnessed negative energy. No, 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 no. I'm talking about balanced, rejuvenated, focused, clear, grounded, yet open, flowing energy from, projectors is what they're called. And again, I'm not trying to label myself or stick myself in a box. I'm just using human design as a perfect example of what I mean and the importance of understanding your own energetic makeup, knowing yourself. It's all about self mastery. Master the self to be a master servant. Because the worst servants are the ones who don't know themselves. And what do I mean by servant? Well, we're all here to be of service for something, for someone. It's true. You can be a CEO, but you're serving someone. You can be a director, supervisor, manager. At the very, very bottom, you're serving someone or something. All of us, we are in some capacity. But when you make that pledge and you make that effort into knowing and mastering the self, and then you commit yourself to the service, whew, bad boy right there. So let me know what you think, if that made any sense at all. Have a good night. Bye.